And we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back or welcome to this series of webinar powered by PRNEWS.io. And I already see some people joining in. Hi, everyone. Here we go. We are starting. And so today's webinar will be about PR, how to get the media attention, and how to build a backlink strategy. And of course, we will have some fun moments to share with you. So I see that there are some people already that are joining in. So let's get started. All right, let me show you my screen and let's start the presentation. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so our webinar will be about how to get media attention and the web's most powerful backlinks, how how we are going to explore these topics. So first of all, we're gonna see some criteria to keep in mind when we select the media outlets or websites where we want to get featured. And then we will see the differences between a free publication and paid publication, some pros and cons in order to evaluate them properly, and then the struggles that every single business owner, every single freelancer, every single person is going to face when they try to get published, and how to overcome those struggles, how to overcome those problems. We will see everything, and then step by step how to reach out to the media outlets for paid publication and also for free publications. And at the end, we will have some fun moments, some videos, case studies, of course, something practical and fun as well. So stay with us because this will be really fun and incredible. But I won't be alone because with me there will be Natalia and Alina. Please join me.
Hi. Hello, Andrew. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Natalia. Hi, Alina. So introduce yourself. What do you do?
Hello, my name is Natalie. I'm the head of onboarding clients at PRNEWS.io, and every day I got that goals from the clients who are eager to boost their PRNEWS awareness in media outlets worldwide, and I hope to share today these insights from our clients with you guys.
Cool. Looking forward for it. And Alina?
So, hello everyone. My name is Alina, and I'm a media relations specialist, and I'm working with media. So, I've been pitching publishers for like over 2 years. So, I'll give you some tips how to get media attention.
Nice, cool. So practical stuff with professionals. And so let's jump into discussion. Let's move forward because next step will be about publicity, because here is PR getting published. It's all about publicity. And there is this saying that all publicity is all type of publicity, of all kind of publicity, is good publicity. But is this true? Is this exactly like that? And what is your opinion, Natalia, about this?
Well, I assume that publicity is not always good, because publicity can be damaging to a person or organization if it is negative or inaccurate. But it can also be used to manipulate public opinion or to pressure someone into making a decision they wouldn't normally make. So in some cases, it can be beneficial to negotiate with the source of that publicity to ensure the message is accurate and positive. Alina, and what do you think?
Well, I think there are some cases that it can be not very good for publicity. But of course, there are a lot of examples where publicity can be very gainful. For instance, businesses use publicity to promote new products or services. Celebrities then use to maintain their popularity and increase their fan base. So in such cases, publicity can help you to increase sales, generate interest, and help to achieve your success.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So once this myth of all publicity is good publicity is broken, so we can move forward and see how to start getting this journey of getting published on media outlets and websites. So this is the baseline. There is good publicity and there is bad publicity. So when we start reaching out to media outlets, when we start looking for some website where we want to share some of our content or content that we are about to write, we have to keep in mind some guidelines, some criterias. And here you go. These are three criteria that we have to keep in mind when we start scraping media outlets and when we want to get featured. And first of all, audience demographics. So we have to understand, like in a crystal clear way, what kind of audience we want to reach out, because there are a lot of people that want to just build brand awareness, to be mentioned on a big media outlet. But what does it mean for you? What is the impact that you will have in your business? And so, in order to have that impact, in order to drive some traffic, to achieve some results, you have to be really specific and target the audience that you need to reach out to. So good choice is an audience that is aligned with your target audience, with your business goals. At the same time, editorial policies. Why this? Because um, all media outlets, all websites, they are quite different. They have different tone of voice. They have different way to approach to a topic, and whatever it is, popular or unpopular, they have their way to speak about that. So you have to choose those that are like aligned with your values, with your goals, with your tone of voice. If you're a professional, you cannot go to like for a media outlet that is like doing memes or something like that. And at the same time, reach and distribution. This is something that every single business owner, every single PR strategist has to figure out, because if you're targeting big audiences, you have to go for big media. But if you have some plans local for some local strategies, some plans for local activities, then you have to look for something different. So there is this balance, and these are the three main criteria that everyone has to have them in mind when is looking for media outlets where get
So I'd
featured.
like to add, yes, that it would take a lot of time to choose the right media outlets. And even if you're not familiar with the market, if you're targeting another market, not your mother country market. So I wish there would be some marketplace where you can just take a look on this list of media to check their audience, their metrics and conditions, and choose the proper one.
Yeah, we will talk about it like in the next steps. We will see some tools, some platforms, databases where people can just go there, Google them, and find the best solution for every single business
Yes,
case.
and even if you're not PR specialist, if you're not a marketing person, you have to take more time to research the market and find out the proper and relevant media for your goals.
Yes, that's for sure. And also, let's get a little bit technical. We'll see actually
Not
six,
66.
not 66. Let me correct it live. Here you go. Done.
Well,
uh,
actually, we can find 66 metrics, but I think
we,
it won't.
but it will be like not a presentation, but
Till tomorrow, the
yeah,
presentation was
we'll still
posted.
speak it. Yeah, don't have time for that. So let's get technical. So Alina, can you help us with these metrics?
All right. Okay, so just six main metrics you should check before the submission. So the first main one is site metrics, such as domain authority and page authority. These are metrics used by search engines to measure the authority of the website or a specific page on the website. So a higher DA and PA, they are indicating that website or page is more authoritative and trustworthy. Alexa rank is a metric that measures a website popularity based on its traffic. So the second criteria is social traffic. Social traffic refers to traffic that comes from social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. If a website receives a significant amount of social traffic from relevant social media platforms, it indicates that the website has a strong social media presence and is actively engaging its audience. So that was the second criteria. The third metric to check is quality of content. So the quality of content refers to the level of research and relevance of the content published on the website. So high quality, well-researched content is more likely to be shared and linked to referenced by other websites. So which can lead to higher ranking in search engine result pages and increase website traffic.
Here is the tip, like read first some articles, read first some content on that media outlet, and then decide if it's well written, it's like
and decide which version of ChatGPT they're using to generate content on their website.
We can check the content as well. There are some tricks to check if the content is AI proof. So you can check that
quality or not, right? Okay, so the fourth metric is direct traffic. That means that traffic that comes from directly to a website by typing its URL into a web browser or using a bookmark. So a high amount of direct traffic indicates that the website has a loyal following and strong brand presence. The fifth metric is organic traffic. That traffic comes to a website from search engines when users search for relevant keyword or phrases. And if website receives a big amount of organic traffic from relevant search terms, it indicates that the website content is well optimized and valuable.
And I'd like to add that organic traffic, that are taken like from content marketing, from the articles. All these articles are usually published like permanently, so it means that these articles could generate you traffic for years, not only like, for example, Google ads or Facebook ads. While you're paying for them, they generate you traffic, signing up the account, buying some stuff on your website, etc. So yes, organic traffic here, it's like a permanent generator of traffic to a website. Yeah. So I vote for organic traffic.
And last but not least, the variety of countries. If a website has a big audience and reaches a global market, it's considered as a good choice because it indicates that the website has a broad appeal and can attract a diverse range of users. A global audience also means that the website has a potential to reach more people and expand its reach beyond a single region or country. And reaching a global audience also can increase your brand awareness and bring you higher traffic.
Yes, and this also could be a cons because when you target some particular city, for example, or some particular country, you have to understand that you do not need to make placement on media like, I don't know, Bloomberg, Yahoo, etc., because the audience is really very various. So it's very hard to get that client from such various audience when they have different countries, for example.
Yes, that's why you should follow the first criteria that Andriy told in first his speech to choose the audience.
That's cool. And I would like to mention, speaking about countries, speaking about relevance of and variety of countries. Here are some greetings from Sri Lanka.
Hello, Roshan. Hi.
From Sri Lanka. Nice. It's always nice to see like how the power of web like brings uh people from all over the world together. That's really cool. So hi, Roshan, greetings to you as well. So that said, so we just saw something about some main criteria, some technical ones. Now let's see something more. Let's see some let's see these two ways of getting published, getting featured, paid one and the free one. Let's see some pros and cons in order to understand, okay, these are the two ways, but as a how can I as a business owner decide which one is the best for me? So let's start. Natalia, can you help us on this?
Yes, sure. I would start that the free PR would cost much expensive than a paid one, because you have to invest too much your time and efforts to find the relevant media, to negotiate with the publisher, etc. And definitely these both ways have pros and cons. So free PR, it is widely available and no cost to the company, but you just have to invest your time in investigating and researching the market. So I'm not sure that it could be the pros. And cons, it less credibility and less control, because usually the websites that accept free articles, free press releases, usually they don't have that credibility, and no Bloomberg, neither, I don't know, Forbes would reprint the articles from this media. And you definitely that free publications seem attractive for the obvious reason, but they could have some limited reach because they have less credibility. And if you can get this one for free, you want the letter definitely. Speaking about the paid one, that business model in which PR News operates, definitely when the media is paid, it has high quality, it is more targeted to the audience. You could track their audience for countries, sometimes for which people exactly reading this media, etc. And definitely, if you pay for the content, you have more control over the process and the publication. And you can ask the publisher to correct your text, to put the images that they need to put the particular hyperlinks, etc. But definitely it is cost to the company, some money you have to negotiate with the publishers, but in the final, you definitely could gain the efficiency of this paid media, paid placement. And the media would be high quality and they're scalable, because if you post your article on Bloomberg, on Yahoo, on Forbes, you would definitely could have the reprint of some local media or some trade media from these really credibility media outlets.
Indeed,
And
indeed.
I also would like to add to that in this case that you have to make PR on a daily basis, because it's important and it helps you to build a strong and positive public image for business. Plus, it can also help you to increase your brand awareness, also create some positive relationship with customers and the media as well. And also regular PR activities can help you to create that buzz around your brand, as well as increase customer loyalty and trust. And speaking about the buzz, media outlets, yes, TikTok, yes, some social media like Instagram, Reels as well, Snapchat, etc. And additionally, daily PR activities can help you to increase even sales and profits, as well as create a more positive and engaging online presence in the social media and in the internet.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I understood. So there are pros and cons. Basically, if it's free, if you have to do it by yourself, if you have
Or you need to hire a PR agency whom you have to pay like 6 months subscription fee, and you can't just measure the result what they usually do. So I vote for paid placement because it's guaranteed. You can control the result. You can influence on the publisher because you pay money him. And yes, at the end, you would get that content that you want to be published in the same particular media.
time or money? It's like blue
And
pill
this,
or
I
red.
assume nowadays is the same. It's
Mm-hmm.
also valuable.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And speaking about traffic and, and money as well, because here we have a question from YouTube, Julia Marco. What are the instruments to check direct traffic for for the site? And here we have already the solution, like the answer. Direct traffic can be checked with similar web.
Very engaged, yes, visitors here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Or
especially
you can use some other services such as ahrefs.com.
yes,
But
just to compare the results. And even I know that even in paid subscription and unpaid subscription, sometimes it could be shown different results, right?
mm, yeah. This is you have to check the time span basically, because how and when those tools they update their data, because sometimes they update their monthly or by quarter, and you have to check that as well. But of course, similar web, it's it's the main thing, the
That's
best
the
way
main
to go.
thing that, right, and the instrument, the tool that we use at PRNews to get the data for each media.
Indeed. And this is something that is really interesting for like all our clients. They check, they see all those data on our platform, and where they come from. Well, they come from Href, they come from similar web, they come from SEMrush. You have to use those tools if you want to approach PR in a professional way, if you want to build the brand awareness, if you want to drive traffic. Yeah, this is the way to go. These are the tools. And so it could be really tough. It might be tough because when you start doing this, we already mentioned that there are these two ways. So you have already to choose: do I want to spend time or do I want to spend money for my PR publications? And so you can face some obstacles in your way that. Between you and your publication there will be a lot of obstacles, not some but a lot of obstacles. So let's see just a few of them. For example, you have to negotiate pricing with media outlets. If you reach out to them, if you speak to a journalist or directly to a media outlet, so you have to write them an email. You have to understand the price range, how much money do you have to pay to get published there. And then you have to manage the logistic of the publication. What does it mean? Logistic of the publication is everything that comes when you comes from when you agreed on a price, when you decide to get published on that media, then you have to submit the content. You have to write the content, or they have to write the content. You have to check it. And then the third part as well is like in the logistic, how many images, so how this content will be structured. So how many images, how many backlinks, and the links, they will be no follow, do follow. So a lot of variables that people have to know about, the people have to check. It's not just getting published, okay, I'm on Bloomberg, I'm on Yahoo News or The Economist or whatsoever. You have to check this stuff as well. So then you have to build the relationship with journalists and media outlets. So you have to exchange a lot of emails, do a lot of meetings, of course, because you're buying a service, or you're buying a package maybe from a PR agency, or you're buying a service from a journalist or media outlet. So you have.
And also, I would like to add that some clients shared his story about this negotiation with the media outlets. And she said that she had this in email, she had over 50 emails from one media. And
Oh,
at the
okay.
end, she forgot about what they start talking about in the beginning. And as it start the new branch of negotiations in by email. So let's imagine that you need to post like over 10 placements in different media in different time zones with different payment options. And I assume that Alina would agree with me that even media, they're not eager even to answer when you're asking for the invoice for payment. hey, media, I would like to pay money. Could you please answer our email? And I assume that Alina would definitely agree with me that it could be also a problem to pay money for the
Yeah.
publishers.
I don't want to send you invoice for a payment. So.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So how can I pay you? How can I send you the money? Okay, yeah, this is it. This is the
And if you're speaking about the press release, when the time value like 24 hours or 84 hours, when you have to be published like today
boom.
or yesterday, and if the media doesn't answer your emails, so your press release would be outdated in 2 days. So the better is to use some platforms that could help you to save your time and make the guaranteed result within a short time.
Let's
Maybe
say straight, you can use the PRNEWS.io platform.
Yes.
yes, like the platform, the databases. There is a world to explore and to know about, of course, because when you're looking for a new tool or a new solution, because you have some tasks to do, some activities to do. For example, like getting published, you have to understand the wide range of tools, of databases, or solutions that you can approach, that you can use. And yeah, we will show them, we will show a few of them soon, because too often companies and also agencies, they have limited resources for PR efforts, because for some companies, doing PR is like a seasonal thing. Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
they get they want to start, I don't know, I just it comes into my mind, for example, a lot of companies, a lot of e-commerce store stores, they release a new bunch of clothes for a season, for winter, autumn, and whatsoever. Then they do a press release to boost some traffic, to boost some brand awareness about it, and then it's like down. Okay, nice. And then you have to hire again the agency, or you have to reach out again.
No, Andrew, you're wrong. They are continuing to pay the subscription fee to the agency,
Yeah, maybe.
but the agency is waiting for the season, for the like autumn fashion season. I don't know, winter fashion season, etc.
Yeah, this is one thing. Then for example, a startup that just got that a big startup, maybe, that is moving from a series A to a series B, it has to get some media attention, because VCs and venture capital analysts, they're gonna look for you on Google, they're gonna look for your company, then they are gonna look for the CEO, the CTO, the CMO, all the C levels, to know more about the team. And so you have to do some PR, and then it's like, okay, you get the money, and then boom, it's like over. But maybe you're still paying some subscriptions, you're still paying some agencies. So yeah, this could be a problem, and limited resources for PR efforts is something that you really take into account. And here are okay, we spoke a lot about
We're out
like
of time,
bad
right?
stuff. Yeah, about bad stuff, let's speak about some good stuff. Green. Green is a color for like positive, green lights. So first thing, solve the first problem of negotiating prices with media outlets, and all the other problems you can solve them this way, like research the industry standards to negotiate a fair price. So look for a fair price for it. It could be hard. You can reach out to your network, because maybe the people people that you're connected with on LinkedIn, they already got published it somewhere and they paid for it. And so maybe you can ask them, so how much do I have to invest? So try to figure out the fair price there. Then set some goals, timelines, when you want to get published, what kind of results, some KPIs that you want to reach. Then research the value of images, backlinks for like effective negotiations as well. Here, the best thing is to read articles that are quite similar to the one that you want to publish. And I guess this is the best way to approach this kind of tasks. consistently engage with journalists, yes, and media outlets, build relationships, but it could be difficult, as we just mentioned it, and the 50 emails that you just told us about, Natalia. Then also another solution could be to use some peer tools, and yeah, there are some peer tools, there are some marketplaces, databases, directories where you can go find the media outlet, find the journalist, find a lot of websites, and you can approach them in a different way, like in a more strategic way, I may say. Yeah. And that said, let's see what we can do with like building a list of relevant journalists and media outlets. Just mention it. So can you help us, Natalia, with this?
Yes, sure. Definitely that to get good PR, you have to build this list of relevant journalists and media outlets. And if it is good if you're living with a journalist in the same town, for example, and you can grab for a cup of coffee or for a glass of beer or wine with him or her in the cafe. But a few years ago, these professional tools were created. And could you please a bit down? I would like to show you that tool. Andrew, could you please next slide, please?
So, sure. Let's go. I,
Yes,
I
there
just
are
also reading a lot of messages that we're getting from.
I'm sorry. So that's it's good that you have this message.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope they're positive. So yes, there are several tools that could help you that connect journalists and PR managers, I don't know, founders of companies or marketing specialists from these companies, like Help Report or Haro.com. When journalist is writing for Forbes, for example, when he's writing article about, let it be, the most fashionable dresses of the year, and you're a fashion designer, and he could ask you for a comment, and you could be mentioned on Forbes or other major media for free, just because you were in the right time, in the right place, because you saw this offer from some journalist from your niche. Also, the same service as you, Mark Rec, and what is the agility PR solution, the same. But in my opinion, usually these are English-speaking services, and usually the journalists are from the US and from the UK, maybe from the Australia and North America. But if you need to target journalists from other countries, I'm not sure there are any the same tools in, let it be in France, I don't know, in Latin America, etc. So it's only like the US and the UK tools for contacting the journalists in media.
And because there is also this language barrier, because uh,
time zone, language barrier, and it's not guaranteed. You could spend your time typing this huge comment on for journalist questions, for example, and there's no guarantee that this journalist would mention you or your brand, or maybe he would mention you without the hyperlink on your website, without your name, or something like that. So it's like a lottery. You can win or you can lose.
Nice. PR as a lottery. When that sounds interesting, but there are some solutions indeed. Alina is about to show us more about how to speak to media outlets, how to speak to journalists, and meanwhile, we can here is a question from Sri Lanka. Indeed, when sending a PR to press like newspaper, do we have to send the same PR to electronic media also in the same time? If not, does it become old news? Press release, basically. I
Here mean print press and online press. Am I right?
maybe
Yeah,
both.
when you send the print press, do you need to send the online version?
I assume, Alina, I assume the different departments, right, who handle the print
Yeah, usually
version.
like they're responsible department for print version and for online. But I think it's okay to send your content to printed edition and online edition. So it just increased your visibility.
Understood.
So yes, you have to send everywhere.
Everywhere. And also, do you believe follow-up are a good way to build a relationship with media outlets? When should that be done? From Danielle.
I think that I will tell you in my following
We
speech.
we can go for it. Indeed. Here you go. There are some steps to reach out to media
Yeah.
outlets, paid and free publications. Here you go, Alina.
So first of all, let's check the steps to follow for reaching out the publication for paid articles. It is so getting your article placed online. It can be like a challenging task. So I just outlined some steps you need to follow to successfully reach the news media for paid publication. So let's get started. The first step, identify the media outlets that you want to target. Consider such facts as outlets reach, audience demographics, editorial focus, and content format. And this will help you to create a targeted list of potential outlets for your paid publication. So the next step is to find the right person to contact who handles that department of sponsored publications. So you can look for that information on the website, in Contact Us page, or in advertisement page. And alternatively, you can reach out to the editorial team and inquire about their policy for paid publication and how to submit a proposal. So the step number 3 is the benefits that will offer to their readers. So you need to craft a compelling pitch. You need to be specific and highlight the benefits that your content will offer. This can be like news insights, practical advices, interesting stories, and make sure that your pitch is tailored to the outlet's editorial style and tone.
Cool. Just we are at the third step, and it's like a lot of stuff. So you have to be prepared for doing PR. So you cannot
even if you're going to do it for pay for it, you still need to be prepared.
Indeed.
And also I would like to comment on, I assume, the second step, it transcript about your intention to pay for the publication. Also the experience of my client. She was really in good relationship with a journalist. And she several times she offered him good content, and it was published for free. But few months ago, she also have a task to publish content through the journalist, but she understood that this content won't be published for free. And then she came to us because she said that if the journalists see that I can pay each time for the content, he would never publish anything for free. So that is why I would come from third-party agency or from third-party marketplace to be published on that through that journalist, because the journalist can't see who offered that content. He see that just third-party or agency offered the content. That's about the relationship with the journalist. So you have to be you have to understand to which you are talking in the same particular moment, because once they understand about that you can pay money for the placement, they won't publish anything for free.
Right. So we're on the first step. So the first step, be transparent about your intention for paid publication. Because when you inquire about just being featured on that or in other media, you need to be clear that you want to get a sponsored article, because the editorial and sponsored article, they can have different guidelines for that. So the step number 5 is to negotiate the terms, including the price, format, and timeline for publication. Be prepared to make some concession and work with the publication to find a suitable arrangement. And the last step, probably the final one, the most important, is to provide the high quality content that meets the publication standards. This may involve working with their editorial team to refine your content and providing high quality images or other multimedia content and meeting any other requirements that they have. So be professional and responsive throughout the process to ensure that successful publication.
Cool.
So these were steps for reaching out to paid publications.
And let's see the free.
Yeah. So maybe it will be a little bit more interested for businesses who don't have like big budgets for daily publicity. So as we mentioned, the media coverage is crucial, and by implementing the task I will tell you about, you can boost your chances to get featured in reputable publication for free. So let's dive in. The first one is research media outlets. You need to pitch, if you need to pitch for free publication, you need to identify the relevant media outlets that are a good fit for your message or your story. So you need to research various publication websites and blogs that covers your topic related to your pitch. Also, take note of the types of stories they typically cover and the tone they use. So this will help you tailor your pitch and suit to the outlet and increase your chances to success. So the second step, the same step when you're reaching out a paid publication, you need to find the right contact person, but it can be a different person. It could be an editor, a journalist, or a blogger who covers a specific area of interest that your story relates to. It's important to ensure that you have the correct spelling and title of the contact person, as well as their email address or phone number. So the next step is craft a compelling pitch. Crafting a compelling pitch is crucial to grabbing the attention of the media outlet and getting them to cover your story. So your pitch should be brief, engaging, and tailored to the specific publication and contact person. It should be clearly to the and relevant to the story. It is also important to include any relevant supporting materials such as images, videos, and
The
next
follow-up.
step, yeah, the question from Daniel. So the follow-up is a very important step in pitching process. It is help to ensure that your story is not overlooked or forgotten. A polite and professional follow-up email or phone call can help remind the person that about your pitch and increase the likelihood of them covering your story. And when do we need to do the follow-up? So after you send your email with that compelling pitch, maybe within 1 week you can send them a follow-up email. And if you don't get a response, try to call them. But if after you try to call, you don't have any responses, I think they're just not interested in your story and they have other stories to post.
Salespeople that can help us with this task, like even sending some messages on WhatsApp or Telegram. Maybe it could work, or maybe it could be like a little bit too much.
Maybe you can follow up until you get the response if you are not interested, sorry, or
Sorry,
you don't have the editorial space.
stop spamming me. I'm not interested. Yeah.
Yeah, but if your story is really interesting, I think they will definitely respond to you. So yeah, the fifth step is provide high quality content. Once your story is already been submitted, accepted, it's important to provide high quality content that meets the editorial standards of the publication. This could include a well-written article, high quality images or videos. In free publication, you need to ask the journalist or blogger you're reaching out if they provide you an article, or you should write it. Yeah. So, and the last step is build a relationship with them. So building a relationship with the media outlet is important for long-term success in pitching free publication. You can increase your chances of future coverage and establish yourself as trusted source of information. But just a small note that free publication is very challenging task, and there is a high competition because every media has limited editorial space. So you should make sure so your content is well written, relevant, and adds value to the publication's readers.
And if they publish a lot of content, a lot of free content and a lot of paid content, so keep in mind that your title on the homepage will be there like maybe for 30 seconds or 1 minute, and then whoop, out. And Google knows this. So you can get even some struggles in getting traffic. So keep this in mind as well. Yeah. And it could be really easy to get published for free on a specific media outlet, but at the same time there is the downside that is, okay, if you're doing this, maybe other 10, 20, 100 people are doing the same. So keep this in mind as well. And here we go, another question from Yulia. As for pitching, who is better to be approached with a pitch for a free story, journalist or an editor, from your experience? Ladies, this is
I think I can take this question.
Go for it.
So in my opinion, I think it's better to pitch a journalist who covers a specific topic on their website. So, for example, if you go on top-tier media outlets such as Forbes, they have the columns of like technology, business, lifestyle, and you can search for the authors there, and you can pitch them to send them your story. For example, if your story is relevant to business, you can find the business column and find the business writer, guest writer, journalist, and to add him on LinkedIn or find an email, and hopefully you'll get a response.
Hopefully, like, finger crossed and pray for it. Nice. Great. So we are approaching the last and really fun part, that is be creative and use non-standard strategies. We are going to show some case studies here about ideas, strategies, and non-standard strategies. Here you go, that you can use when you are trying to get published, get featured. So let's check them out. So Natalie, can you tell us more?
Sure, with pleasure. As I'm a salesperson, the most challenging for my clients is when they come to me and say that we do not know what to write about. Nothing happened in our companies, but we need to get this press coverage in media. And there are several techniques that would help you to imagine to create something or to newsjack something and to get to be covered in media. The first one is newsjacking. Is the practice of like piggybacking off of a current news story or trend in order to get attention for a product or your brand or your service. It involves taking advantage of a news story or trend to create content that will draw attention and generate publicity. Newsjacking can be used to create content that is timely, relevant, and engaging for a target audience. And the next video, right, Andrew, it would be from... Let me see, from Heineken. Before you will make it live, let me just short description about it. So the ad from Heineken celebrates a group of vaccinated seniors who are able to safely get back out to enjoy bars and clubs and socialize again. So that Heineken, the world's second largest beer maker, joins these companies implementing ad campaigns and corporate policies to promote in isolation. And top executives are increasingly positioning themselves as the forefront of fighting anti-vaccinate sentiment that is very popular in such countries as the UK, the US, and France. And it is also possesses a single risk to the business models of brands built on social interaction in bars, restaurants, and nightclubs. So let's check that funny video, and we'll check how this video helped them to be featured in media outlets.
And I just count. Do you hear it? I think so. Wow, this was
Right.
this
Yes.
was
Let's see on the next slide what how they were featured in the major media outlets.
like,
So Adweek and other media also mentioned the Heineken commercial, and this placement was definitely done for free because this commercial went viral, and each media would like to write about them. So could you please share another placement about Heineken as well? Right. Usually marketing media that wrote about marketing, PR campaign, etc. Yes, shared some the commercial, right? Let's check the second one, the cutest one.
And also, can I mention that we have some questions, and we will
sure.
be back to you. We will be back to you like in a moment. Let's see some cuteness here. And speaking of non-standard strategies, here's how Tinder can be used. Okay.
Yes, I would like just to comment that this German animal shelter was trying a new approach to find homes for that abandoned pets, and it is posting their profiles on dating app Tinder in the hope that lonely humans looking for love might also settle for the company of a dog or a cat. And this German Welfare Association got an advertising agency to shoot professional pictures on 15 animals, including a black and white cat called Captain Kirk that it put on Tinder. So the PR campaign went viral, and we see that Reuters wrote about this shelter for free, and I hope all these cats and dogs got their sweet home, and now they live safely on their sweet homes. And so it's about being creative and using this newsjacking. So let's.
And this is another one.
Right, and before you show the last one, I would just also like to comment. You could also put the next slide. The Mercedes commercial. There was the last day of CEO of Mercedes-Benz and long-deserved retirement of Dieter Zetzel lies ahead. And to the applause of numerous employees, he takes off his company ID, says his goodbyes, and leaves the company for the very last time. And this could be all a very sad day.
You can speak over this. I just switched off the volume.
Okay, and the future of e-mobility is taking shape, and the BWMIX roadster reveals itself futuristic in every detail and gives you the freedom to go anywhere.
So here is some goodness as well. Here. Last. This is like
and yes, inspiring competition. Yes, Mercedes and BWV, it's like inspiring competition for years already. And the next slide, we may see that both companies got a lot of press coverage in media about that PR commercial. So the conclusion is: be creative. Check sometimes your competitors, what in their companies is happening, and create viral content and post them in media outlets for free, for paid, as you wish, but do that PR on a daily basis, because your competitors want to do it.
So thank you for being with us, and let's just, the presentation is over. Let me switch this. Okay, and let's jump to some questions. We have a few minutes for them. So, Roshan, is traditional PR better or digital PR better nowadays? Which one just become the best one? I may say depends.
I assume both. I assume both as well. Maybe it depends on the company. If the company is e-commerce and you can use social media like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, when you can produce very quick some content. So definitely would go for digital PR, because traditional PR is, I assume, it's really not so quick and like slowly when you have to negotiate about the long-lasting PR campaigns, etc. I assume that in the time of millennials or that, yes.
I never personally, I never read like.
You have to. I mean that you have to be quick, because your competitors would definitely use this the quickest social media in marketing channels, etc.
And last question, again from Yulia. How many stories have you published in Bloomberg and Forbes? This one is for you, Natal.
Well, we have all Forbes that had online version. The Forbes US, I don't know, Forbes Poland, Forbes Ukraine, Romania. So which Forbes exactly? Because we could offer you different Forbes. And on Bloomberg, as you would post press release there, like up to 5 press releases on Bloomberg every day, and it's one of the most popular media outlets among our clients. So a lot of.
A lot of work, a lot of media outlets. Not only those Bloomberg and Forbes, but also many others that are aligned with their topics like Yahoo, Inc.com, and Entrepreneur. This is something that we work with. All right, so we answered all the questions. We have only 2 minutes for greetings and just to say thank you for.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure sharing some experience and insights from us.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really great. Alina?
Yes, thank you. It was great discussion with you.
Yeah, Alina, yeah, I assume that the answer is hundreds. Yes, it is. Yes, it is hundreds for Bloomberg for sure, about Forbes as well, but we have different Forbes, different versions, so we have to be more specific. Anyways, thank you very much for being with us. It was nice, and see
Likewise.
you 2 weeks, 10 days. I don't remember, but let's keep in touch by LinkedIn, by email. We will let you know when we will have a new webinar. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Bye. See you.
See you soon. Bye-bye. And Stop. It's over and I have to switch it.